Yes, and still a little bit more. I got a little dry space right here, so that's when I came back in. Uh, and it's not, you know, you can tell the vibration of different things, and sometimes you might be wrong. Whether it be in a singularity for when people disclose some information and everything, like even like Lion asked you to do, you know, uh, be it truth or not, it is most likely for their personal esteem, gain, you know, even as a particular individual again say, well, I guess I'll redeem myself with that, 50 on the clock, 50 seconds on the clock, yes, yesterday and everything, and what it is a redeem because again, as I pointed out, these crowns that these kings or queens, these sitting, sitting to, hey, almost want to what? Be there, okay? Where? As a snake, Aspen, Colorado, right? Sitting up on top of different things, to go ahead and perch themselves, you know, as as the now law, Leah, and then they start to sing, you know, A, B, C, because their bedroom, you know, even though they might not be looking at it, their bedroom, you know, is maybe apart, but it's all due to their mentality. It's due to their mentality. 2:13 on the clock. And so 2:13 is that of the Donacom of Ezra. Ezra means help. 222 on the clock. Adonijah means, and he had brought back, I think it was 666 on Adonijah. Okay, from out of Babylon. 241 on the clock. For those who think, who want to be like God, or to, like when I point out different things, it's to lift people up. It is not necessarily to point them down. And even though we are supposed to be the reflective, looking out for each other on things, you know what I'm saying? You can tell when there's a little air, a little, you know, you know, because of, hey, one can go ahead and spit wisdom certain ways, because of age and stuff like that, because of ethnic background, because of how they call themselves to be, and how the El Elyon and the Anus, many Anus that still that's inside of our body. That's inside of our bodies, okay? And are all changing. All are changing to be what we need to be when we need to be it. So that encouragement should also be in that title. These titles and shit. People always want to. People don't understand what these titles do. You know what I'm saying? It's a tit. Everybody got a tit, so to speak. Nipples, or not necessarily. Some people have them innie and outies and everything, but that's due to Obatala. Obatala got drunk, molding men and women and everything, off the palm and everything. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because he put the palm wine, the P means pay, and he put it in his mouth. And then he felt he made the other people down here, because he messed up and everything. They people come out deformed, split teeth, don't even some of them have teeth, have triple rows of teeth. Okay, 4:57 on the clock, triple rows of teeth. limbs that are short, long, you know, all that was due to Obatala. So when we look at both sides of everything, the yin and yang of every single established spiritual realm, uh, hexagrams, sigils, uh, all the things that comprise and what has everybody took to wield as a with a pen, okay? Openalav, you know what I'm saying, from Tamil, which was specifically to 545 on the clock to women who do hoodoo. Wow, I didn't even think about that. Hoodoo and voodoo have a little bit more wisdom, sabiduria, motherfucking kokma than those of the understanding Bina, okay? Men at the time, but it's still an equal because just because you might have the wisdom does not necessarily mean you're going to have the understanding. Why? Because we're vehicles of Big Mama. We're vehicles of the Most High. And so if something is given to us, by, like Kevin Gates said, Kevin Gates said, language is fucking primitive. So if you can't wield that language and everything correctly, then no wonder, Columbia been beating down the walls and everything. No wonder, same thing here, 7:14 on the clock, but that of Yeshua, Emmanuel, we'll go ahead and because even Shlomo, Solomon, which is really Jedediah, okay, which where you get your Jedi Knights come from, all right, who control both upper greater keys and the lesser keys, like Chirion be playing on the piano, unlike the lying blind ass motherfucking Stevie Wonders, again, let thine eye be single. If your motherfucking eye ain't gonna be single and impartial, shut your one eye, because the other eyes of the pineal gland will not open up for you. Okay? And I don't care, but if you do put the open eye love, I gotta get that word how to say it again, but y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about by now. Open. I gotta get it. Basically what you start out to say, open Moses, okay? Moses is sesame, so then you say open sesame, all right? So that's the combination there, again, of Tamil, which is India, and then of Sri Lanka with his sesame, all right? So everybody know, pick whatever, if you don't know, 9:13, today is beginning, pick up those books, turn some pages and or slash tabs, on your computer, leave what your normal is and go and look at those things that we're sitting up here talking about, not trying, we're talking about them and have been talking about them for a little while and everything. So, that's, we have a pen, even a pen, just like the nose and everything on these, on the statues, and the nose is 949 that we're sitting up here talking about as that one left the 50, that one left the fucking 50, okay? And that's all they need is just one to break the circle. But we, as she was talking about, let the circle be unbroken, by and by. Talking about how she liked the whole way of the church, going to church. Church is Captain Kirk, so did you really like all of that shit? Okay? Captain Kirk's motherfucking fucking all the green bitches and shit. You just sit up here talking about if they don't have a man, then what are they doing? Masturbating. Same fucking thing. So you're still talking the same shit, but that's where you like to go. You remember, that nostalgia. And it's nasty, okay? Hear that? Nostalgia. A-L. Ja. 111 on the clock. And ours is ya, or yay, not ja. 11:07 on the clock, 7-11 to the dome. I guess the people are still up under right now on a lot of things. So just sit back and rethink about that shit sometime, because even though you might not be having those type of problems, we still might be sitting on the dock of the bay, and the bay is the house of I. The house of I, okay? That's Egypt. A-Y. Okay? Wasting time, sitting on the dock of the bay. And they say that right there, and we see it when we go to Bayou. Same spelling. Okay? So all the Louisianas, and let's not start on the Annas. You ain't gonna trip on that shit. Not right now, anyway. So all we gotta do is stay solo. If you bad like that, stay solo, like a wolf, the lone wolf, and go with the flow. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. And what they do is what the wolf does. Innate, whether they come to a pack or not. This is innate for them. Whether they born within a pack or they even hook up and come to a pack, and they might travel like that, for a time being before breaking off to be a lone wolf again, or they might travel with one person or one wolf, and even just for a little bit, they might break off again, too, and everything, you know what I'm saying? But regardless, what happens is, even when the two is together, they watching each other and they taking care of each other. But when they're in the pack, they taking care of the elders. Why is that? Why is that? For one, it's innate inside of their soul to do so. And the second thing is this: everything skips a generation. Everything skips a generation. This is, you know what I'm saying? So you're gonna be born to your child. Okay, you're gonna be born to your child. That wisdom of your grandfather, your grandmother, didn't go to your mama and your daddy. It goes to the grandchild and so forth. Whether that be a physical grandchild or spiritual. And if you're in any type of position right now, to where you're spiritually leading and speaking with people, to do whatever, those are the type of things that one needs to go ahead and think about. Okay, dwell on that shit. Or either I didn't get into I just got from the title. I'm only going for the title because of data. So unless you flip that inside the oration and everything, your delivery, you might even turn people off at the title. So think about that. Is that a title that you really want to have? Think about that. Really, is that a title that you really want to have? Is that a title that you really want to go ahead and put up on Big Mama or the Most High? Actually giving more homage and everything to the mass. The masturbation part. the mass, which comes from Uncle Sam, any damn way. All right, 1:53 on the clock. Fishing and everything, because they're not staying like Dawid. He didn't. It was time to go out to war, like right now, March. We're supposed to go out to fucking March, war and everything. Okay? End of the year. You know? Why? Because springtime, the April showers is coming to wash away a lot of dirt and shit. So you're starting to gather and everything up right now. You're starting to muster up the men, you know, to go out and gather, because the inside, during the hibernation period, the camp has grown. The camp has grown and everything. So what does he do? He doesn't go, but he sends the flame of the Most High out there in front to go ahead and lead. While he went ahead and looked at Bath-shua take a bath. Okay? But that means the daughter of the covenant, though. What covenant? That covenant was also with Shua, with Judah and Tamar. Okay? With Judah and Tamar and everything, because Judah, Leon, did not motherfucking hold upstanding to the covenant and everything which we said to do. That's to go ahead and so that the seed, okay, we ain't talking about dropping those masturbation right now, you know, and that's why got motherfucking killed, I believe. But, and along with just, you know, because it's not in a seed form, but I'm talking about killing off humanity, period. That Enki gave life to, and then said, hey, we're going to give them a little bit more to be better than us. 17:04 on the clock. You know, so jealous ass Enlil, again, Marduk, you know, Duke of Burrow, okay, of the sea, again, located. That motherfucker got mad this morning, fucking, huh? Jojo was a man who thought he was a loner. Get back to the down, get back to the down, get back to where you once belonged. And that's what we're saying right now. Even as far as for those of us who have been awake in different areas, you know, the lights been on and shit. Whether it be through pain, struggle, or, you know, choice of seeing right away and not doing anything. Not going to those, not letting our soul, you know, be darkened, our soul here be darkened because the way our sole of our feet going. You know what I'm saying? So I would suggest you to be more mindful. And you know what? I'm gonna watch that thing. And I really do. I don't even like to use the word hope, but I really do hope, you know, that something in there is actually coaching and turning that title around. So therefore, we have some equilibrium, you know, equilibrium inside of that thing right there, even for those who have not ascended to learn or ascended just past these tests right now. Everything is, again, Shemot 2020, Exodus 2020. If we want to Exodus, you know, then we're going to be tested, be proven. And so we have 39 chapters to see how many times everybody failed. Everybody failed, whining and I want this, I want that, you know, and all of that shit. And even Mouth of Phineas, you know, after they got saved, I think it was right after Balaam, you know, with the Moabite and everything, you know, again, they want to say the donkey. The donkey, he was riding a donkey and everything. So they tried to give that to Issachar, you know, because Issachar is the donkey. You know, put a she, okay, put a she in chapter 22 of Bimidbar, or Numbers, okay, call it a she. But then in 1 Peter 2:16, or either 2 Peter 2:16, They said, and the donkey speaking with a male's voice. So even the donkey can change his mother. See, even the donkey Issachar changed his motherfucking damn. Shit, Loretta was a man. Jojo was a man. Okay. In Tucson, Arizona, Loretta was a fucking man, just like Issachar. You know, was a man and changed his motherfucking ass to a damn female donkey. By who? Peter. Peter Sellers. You know, the pink motherfucking Panthers. Okay? So, get the fuck out of here, alright? Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean, homie? You know? So, I don't care how many channels you got. If you got one over here where you don't curse, one over here where, hell, you get a shit right to it. You know? It does not matter. You can't separate. Remember, yin and yang is together. You can't separate that shit. And you should know that, Kuan Yin. Contemplation of the sake bar. Sake. Drink up. Sa is feminine. K, again, back to Kenya. So you can release the Kraken on that, if you will. And we're not talking about monetary, you know, and the physical world. We're talking about that will never perish. 200 on the clock, in that of the world of the Elohim. 2207 on the clock. 22 letters and 7 words of in the beginning of Gene Isis. And we'll hit you a little bit later because we got to go check on Ben and Hen right now because they playing with this damn water right now, all right? And we'll get back to you a little bit. Be peaceful and multiply. Keep loving me. We keep loving you. All right? Touch out. Oh, shoot. Hands got wet.